Why play Ambessa mid? Well, she has a ton of dashes. She is a manaless champion, she easily dives the backline, and she's a fairly safe laner. However, if locked down, she is pretty squishy, and she can be mechanically difficult to play. Ambessa's first passive is after using any ability, she also gets to dash, and she uses this dash by immediately attacking or moving after casting the ability. Her second passive is after casting an ability, she gains a stack, and she can have up to 3 at one time. These stacks empower her next basic ability to gain bonus attack range, attack speed, attack damage, and restore energy. Ambessa's Q has 2 activations. The first is a cone skill shot which deals damage to enemies within, and the damage is increased against enemies hit by the outer edge. If this hits at least one enemy, she unlocks her second use of Q, which is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to enemies hit, dealing double damage to the first enemy hit. Ambessa's W has a half-second wind-up, after which she smashes the ground beneath her, dealing damage to enemies nearby and granting herself a shield. If the shield takes damage before the ability goes off, the smash damage is increased. Ambessa's E deals damage in a circle around her and slows enemies. If her passive is used to dash, upon completing the dash, she immediately casts the ability again. Ambessa's ultimate has a passive, where she gains percentage armor pen, and also heals herself a percentage of damage dealt to enemies by her active abilities. The active on the ult is a straight line skill shot, and if it hits an enemy champion, she blinks behind them. While doing so, she picks up the enemy, suppressing them, dealing damage and stunning them. Ambessa has so many combos, but a good go-to is to Q and attack, followed with your E into an attack, followed by your second Q into an attack, and your W before spamming away with more attacks. And if you start with ult into Q and W immediately for massive burst damage before attacking into your E. Attack again into your second Q before attacking away. For matchups, Ambessa does well into low mobility skill shot mages who she can easily dodge and outplay, and she can struggle into control mages who can easily lock her down and zone her away. For runes, take this, Electrocute is so much burst damage. For build order, start Shield and Pot into an Eclipse and tier 2 boots. From here, a Shojin's is a great pickup before going for a Bruiser build. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, as the mid laner, you're always looking to farm hard and look for good trades. Ambessa's early game is perfectly fine, but she does scale into a beast as the game goes on. However, from as early as level 3, your trades can be very strong. If your opponent ever enters your half of the lane, engage on them. You can easily stick onto them and immediately force them into a skill matchup where they're forced to land everything on you, otherwise you kill them. You also love skirmishing and river fights, so feel free to push the wave and rotate to anything going on. And of course, as soon as you hit level 6, your kill threat goes through the roof. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts you in a side lane. This is brilliant as you get tons of gold and experience in the side lane and can split push for pressure or group with your team. Entering late game team fights, play as the assassin. Wait for the fight to start and then either dash or ult onto their backline, easily blowing up one of their carries. No matter what escapes or peel they have, you have so many dashes, it's just far too easy for you to stay on them. And that's how to play Ambessa in the mid lane. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below which champion you want to see next.